Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Of course, we had a holiday on Monday for most people. And anyway, here it is, Hump Day. And of course, today is September the 4th. September the 4th. And anyway, I hope you had a great Tuesday. I hope that you were able to navigate kind of a Monday problems on Tuesday, kind of getting the start to this week. But anyway, hope it was a great day. And but anyway, even if you ran out of time, God has now blessed us with the breath to breathe here on this Wednesday morning. And anyway, I hope and pray that this morning finds you feeling well. Hope that it finds you well rested and ready to tackle the opportunities that God has richly blessed us with here on this Wednesday morning. This morning, I'd like to share a devotional with you entitled, Even There. I believe there's an epidemic of suicide today, but suicide, it doesn't solve, problems. It just simply hurls a person immediately into eternity, into the presence of God Almighty, with all their problems unsolved or unresolved. And meanwhile, it leaves their, loved ones grieving and often blaming themselves. Death, does not hide us from God. God is present everywhere, on both sides of the grave. The psalmist, David, he wrote in Psalm 139, this is verse 8, he said, if I go to heaven, you are there. If I go down to the grave, you are there. Distance does not separate us, from God. God went on to say then in Psalm 139, verses 9 and 10, if I ride the wings of the morning, if I dwell by the farthest oceans, even there your hand will guide me and your strength will support me. No matter where we go, He is there. He is watching over us constantly. And of course, Jonah, the Old Testament, Jonah, he discovered, this truth about God after, he had thought, he had successfully escaped from God. He was asleep, down in the bottom of the boat, when a great storm arose and then God snatched him up and put him inside a fish that he had prepared to get Jonah back in line. And so in that case, this act of God was a disciplining one. And, the day will come in, the future of the church when we will be taken into the presence of God. Now we call this the rapture. Jesus said the following in John chapter 14, verses 2 and 3. There is more than enough room in my Father's home. If this were not so, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? When everything is ready, I will come and get you so that you will always be with me where I am. The phrase, I will come and get you, it also could be translated, I will take you by force, or I will snatch you. Now, Jesus was saying, there will be a generation on this earth, and we may be that generation that will not see death, but will be taken immediately into the presence of God. He will snatch them away. So, not only will Jesus hold us while we're here on this planet, but it just may be that he may come and pull us off this earth, in the rapture if it happens in our lifetime. David also pointed out that, darkness does not separate us from God. Psalm 139, verses 11 and 12, he wrote this, he said, I could ask the darkness to hide me and the light around me to become night, but even in darkness, I cannot hide from you. We tend to think of darkness as covering everything, but you see, God sees in the dark. It's like daytime to him. He sees everything and he knows everything. Yet if your life is right with God, it's comforting to know that God sees you. You ever notice that strange people, they come out at night, late at night, tend to come out late at night. The later it gets, the stranger they get. And of course, the question arises, what are they doing out at that hour? I mean, somehow people, they think that, when they turn out the light, no one will see them. But you see, God sees everything. I mean, nothing escapes his attention. There are no secrets with God. And, that's the important thing for us to remember is we can rely on is that God, he constantly watches over us and he cares for us in every way that we can imagine. And so I hope that encourages you here on this this Wednesday morning. I hope you have a wonderful hump day. I hope you have a outstanding day. But remember, Angie and I, we love you guys. We're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.